Hey guys, I'm Michael Allen from TravelCostaRicaNow.com, and we have another expat video. And this is going to be a special one because this is Vernita. Vernita's been living in Costa Rica for for 4 years. But the thing is, she's with us. She's a partner at TravelCostaRicaNow.com. So if you want a travel package, right?
Email me.
Yeah. And actually, I just real quick, we're up at D'Angelo's Mountain House. You know you can rent this. Beautiful volcano right there and everything. Anyway, we're going to be talking about Vernita because what's going to be interesting about this is I don't know her backstory either.
No.
So we're going to do it. So again, 4 years, Vernita, thank you for coming. Appreciate that.
Anytime, boss.
Okay. Okay, so I think the first question is what was going on back 5 years ago when you said, I got to get out of this? What was happening? How did you get here?
Well, it happened in stages. I was a nanny. They brought me on vacation with them. But one day we went to Manuel Antonio. I was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful here.
Oh, so you took care of kids?
I took care of kids.
And you just came randomly down here?
No, they brought me with them. They paid for my trip to come with them on vacation to Costa Rica.
Yeah, but come on, you have to admit that packing everything up, I mean, of your life and just moving here, I mean, what made you go, I want to, what?
After that first initial vacation with them, I always thought about Costa Rica, did my research, and then I ended up quitting my nanny job like a year afterwards, saying I'm going to go live in Costa Rica for 3 months, see what it was like, because I'd never lived anywhere else in the world.
So you never did this before?
Never.
No, but the thing is, how?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I could do that.
I could just do that. I was walking my dog in Center City, Philadelphia, and one day I was like, you know what? I'm over it.
Over
Philadelphia. I want to change. And I didn't travel a lot when I was a kid. I wish that I would have traveled a lot more so I would be able to see more of the world. When you get a certain age, it's like, all right, it's more about money, how you're going to survive. But I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to just...
She just said fuck.
Sorry. Sorry, Mom.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. Okay, I always ask people this because it does make a difference. Are you rich? Well, you know what I mean? Because if you have money, it makes decisions much easier, right?
Oh my goodness. I made more money being a nanny than doing what I'm doing now. But I figured I would rather just be happy. It's not about money. Yes, we all need money to survive, but I just want to be happy in whatever I do and make other people happy.
Okay, now you're down here, you lived here, so what was your first, impressions? Okay, you're here, was it scary? Were you kind
Oh
of...
my God, it was scary. I don't know the language.
No, but did you give yourself were you going to stay regardless, or were you kind of going, oh, I'll stay a month or 2 months or a year, see what happens?
When I came here, after I quit the nanny job, I lived here for 3 months, loved it, still wanted to go back home to Philly, went back home to Philly, and Costa Rica just always stayed in my head. And when I decided to make that decision to come here, I contacted the people that I used to work for at an animal sanctuary in Capos, and I said, hey,
I'm going to be back.
I'm coming. I wanted a teaching job or whatever. And she said, no, I need a personal assistant. Come help me. I'll hook you up. And I was like, okay, you're going to give me a stipend. You're going to give me a place to live. I'm down.
Now, you've been doing in the meantime, were you doing homework and researching stuff? Or
Well,
were you just kind of
during the time when I came with the nanny family and I was researching Costa Rica, I happened to come across a site called Travel Costa Rica Now. And I did.
Is this a plug?
No. Seriously, it was you guys that kind of gave
I can't take that responsibility.
Seriously, it was your fault. You're the reason why I'm here. This is why I left Philadelphia. It's his
So you
fault.
kind of knew what you were getting into a little bit.
Kinda, because I'm a research person. Whenever I go on vacation, I research everything, so I know what to expect when I get there. And again, I want to learn about the people and the culture. And
Okay, but you're single, right? We're getting straight. You're single.
I'm single.
She's single.
I'm single.
So you come down here. Your first impressions. Well, what were your first impressions? You liked it, but
I
you
loved
didn't
it.
know to live here, really. Everyone likes it on vacation.
Well, yeah, and I always tell people that now. Like, if you're gonna come here, because everyone's like, "Oh, I just want to move to Costa Rica," I'm like, "Well, it doesn't happen that easy. You got to do it in stages." And I did 10 days, 3 months, and then I moved here.
But you knew what you were getting into. All right, let's go with
No,
right.
I kind of just figure it out. I don't know what inside me was like, just figure it out, but I figured it out on my own.
What do you like? What do you like? What do you like about Costa Rica?
The people. The people are amazing. The people, the weather, of course, the beaches, the animals. I'm a total animal lover. But
Do you like that whole Pura Vida,
yeah.
simple?
Oh my goodness. I think I had to learn to do that because when I got here, I'm a city girl. And I'm always like,
We got a task. We
gotta
got
go.
We got things we have to do.
Exactly.
Ching, ching, ching.
And my one ticket friend was like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm just walking across to the other
Did you have a hard time
apartment."
kind of?
Yeah, it took
chill?
me a while. It probably took me about a year and a half.
So
to
you're kind
really,
of type A,
settle down.
a little bit.
I guess.
I'm type A too. I mean, we want to kind of control things and make sure we know what's going on, right?
So it calmed me down a bit. So now when I see other gringos that are like moving, I'm like, yeah,
You need
give
to
it time. Slow down.
Okay, so we always talk about the good. That was good, but what have you man? That kind of sucks. I don't like this. I don't like this thing.
It sucks. I think, well, because in the U.S. we're so used to getting things our way right away, and here you kind of learn that things aren't going to happen right away. You just have to again learn how to
Like
slow
never
down.
ever.
Like never ever.
Even a drink at a bar, you're waiting at
Right.
least 10 minutes.
You just let even going to the bank. Going to the bank is like, oh, it's a chore, but it's something that you have to do. And you just realize, all right, just sit your ass down and just wait. Wait for your number to be called.
Because it
Even
ain't
if
coming
it's
anytime soon.
102, you just wait.
Now, do you have plans of going back?
I have no desire to go back.
See, I don't either. I would never. They might kick me out or something, but I wouldn't go back on my own.
I've been home twice, and all my friends and family are like, when are you coming home? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't really have a reason to go home. I love everybody there. I want them to come see me.
We don't have to get into like your total finances, but maybe you could just kind of say what's your your running monthly budget? Like how much?
Luckily, the jobs that I've had provided me with housing, so that cuts.
Yeah, but
out
that's
on
huge.
that. I know.
See, that's a big weight.
That's a huge weight. But I basically live paycheck to paycheck. I kind of I had a savings when I got here.
$1,000? Do you $700?
For me, my goal is to always have at least $1,000 in one account. Another account I just kind of fudge around and play with. But I always want to have enough just in case I do.
But what's your
go home.
running tab about, massive, more or less like that you have to pay every month? Okay, you don't obviously have housing, but food, electricity, whatever is it, $400?
I only have to pay for food and activities that I want to do. When I want to go out and drink and dinner, I don't have to pay for anything.
Wait a minute.
And I don't.
How'd you get that one? I want that job.
I'm not gonna tell anybody my secret.
All right, I don't want to be obvious, but you're black. I know, right?
No.
So, we get asked this. So I'm gonna ask you. So, and I'm not black, so I don't really know. So, do you see discrimination down here?
I don't, because I feel like, my opinion is, I think I get a pass because they think I'm from the Caribbean side.
Like Limon.
Yeah, they think I'm from Limon, and until I speak,
Okay, you
they're
open
like,
your mouth.
"You're not."
Okay, but well, let's keep going. So you open your mouth. Is there any difference?
No, they still treat me like I feel like I blend in, and I kind of like that. Like I never want to.
But you've never ever seen outward discrimination for being black woman.
No.
That's
Never.
cool. We get that. I made a video about this, and I kind of said that because it is true. They don't really discriminate like that.
No.
You're either nice or you're not. That's kind of how they do it.
I always get offended though when they call me a gringo because I'm like, I'm not a gringo, and they're like, yes, you are.
How's your Spanish?
It's getting better. It's not perfect. It's not the
Do
best.
you
I speak like a third grader.
do you speak it better than you understand it, or do you understand it better than you speak
I
it?
understand it better than I speak.
See, I don't. And to me, that's the more important thing.
Is
If you can
understanding.
understand them, which I do not. So, but that's one other thing. We can give me a lesson later or something. We don't need it. I mean, here in Fortuna, we don't really need the Spanish as much.
But
it's
I
so
always
touristy.
tell people, regardless, you're in their country, it's respectful. If they were in the United States, you're like, speak fucking English. And I'm like, okay. So I understand, I feel like it's respectful. At least try. I tell every single person, every tourist, anybody I deal with, at least try it. They will appreciate it. They will laugh at you, but they will appreciate
My
it.
advice is better. I say no matter what they say, it doesn't matter. Just say Pura Vida, and they think you understand everything that's being said. It's hello, it's goodbye, it's how are you, I just hit your car, and I'm sorry about that, but Pura Vida is...
I usually just say see. They say anything to me like see.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to kill you, see.
So what advice would you, if people are watching this video, which this is why they watch it, they're thinking they can be you and do the same thing, what advice would you give somebody before maybe packing it up and making a serious decision to come down here?
Well, first have some money. I have a good amount of, well, not a good amount, a decent amount that if you need to go home, you can go home.
Rainy day
Your rainy
weather
day
money.
fund.
Yeah. I think
I don't know, just have like the guts to do it. Just do it. Then Nike
I know, it's like
just do
Nike,
it.
right?
Yeah. That's what they meant. Just do it. Don't think about it.
It's
That made me
almost, the
think
less
about
you
it
know,
so
the
much.
better. It's almost like just go down there.
Yeah, and just learn as you go. I've learned everything.
Now,
as
you're a
I've
resident?
gone. I'm in the process of trying
me
to get
too, yeah.
residency.
So you leave?
So
Or do you,
no, I
you have
to.
the letter,
I'm
right?
in Tremate.
You have that letter, right?
I have my letter.
I have my letter too.
There you go.
So we don't have to leave.
See?
Wow, so that's cool. What about the guys? Are you interested in the guys here?
You know what?
Or do you just not, it's not, where's that
I
at?
have a friend. He's around. I'll just say that.
High five. Well, thank you. Now, see, I know your backstory now. This is all making sense. Anyway, guys, I want to thank Vernita for talking to us. If you want to get a hold of her, she won't write you back. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps.
Ciao.
That's it.
Okay.
Do you think it was all right?
I think it was fine.
Yay! You did great.
Oh.
Now let's get down to what really matters.
Yes.
Tuwaka.
What's what really matters?
It's all about you, Anika.
No.